intent. So if I'm fighting the group of you guys, as you start to swarm in, fuck off, you bastard! Come on, fucking do it! I'm on here. That's what we're at. You know, that's where you're going to be, mentally, physically. The whole principle of having the stick here is so I can hit you, move, and not be caught up. If I start to do the same thing, come on in! Next thing I know, one of you grabbing the end of that stick and I'm bugging. Here, anytime you touch this, you have to earn it against my righteous indignation. That makes sense? For you to even get near this, I'm going to punish you viciously for it. Whether you grab the end of it and I'll bite your nose off, you know, beat you in the kneecap, or twat you with the end of it, it doesn't matter. But you notice I'm always on the move, a bit like a rifleman. Dead, fucking kill. It's that exact same mentality. Just because you got the weapon doesn't always mean you got the advantage. So imagine a home invasion scenario or a World War II scenario. You might be the guy that has the baseball bat under the bed, but if there's 4 of those man them kicking the door in and coming in, you won't just be able to fight them like this. You might clobber one and then you've been grappled. Holding it like this, we have to move, make them earn it. They're going to eat a whole lot of baseball bat and probably not bother. So the principle is the weapon, a bit like the knife, the weapon is on you or in them and never in the middle. That makes sense? There's a little, this sounds really cheesy, but it's a little principle called the vampire blade. And it's this, the blade doesn't like to see the light. So it's hidden under my armpit or in the sheath. Then it's in your body, it's back here. You know, it does not like to see the sun. If it's seeing the sun, it's in danger. Does that make sense? Same with this. If it's on my body, it's not seeing the sun. If it's in your jaw, it's not seeing the sun. If I start to fanny around with this, it's always in danger. You'll notice when I was moving, this was I am, in all of me is the weapon. It's not a weapon here, I am that weapon. Anything, you know, if there's an enemy here and I can't get the stick on him, edge of hand blow, then move him. It's about having that intensity. So I want a bit of that intensity when you play with it. Keep going. When I blow the whistle, change the person with the stick. So people chasing, put a bit more intensity into it. Person using the stick. No. Don't give up, ever give up, don't ever give up. You get off the stick, don't give us a fight. What are you going to do? Fight it. Ah! There you go. You got a hand free. Why are you fighting over that stick? Smash you in front of your faces. So it's important when you're drowning in bodies. Drown them. Yeah, you're drowning in bodies. Yeah. If I'm holding onto this stick, I ain't getting nowhere. Yeah, it's tripping me. I can release one hand. So with that one hand, I'm like, give me that fucking eyeball. Yeah. Yeah. It's noise. Yeah. If I'm here and we're wrestling, that's fine. Make him feel like I'm going to eat him like a Mars bar, you know. So that's what I want to build in your mind when you're doing this. Like the indignity of you to fucking touch me and holding this stick. Like, don't you fucking dare touch me again. Like, you don't have to do it hard to train this drill, but the intensity, you turn the power and speed right down. I wasn't hurting anyone there, was I? Yeah. But the intent, like, oh fucking kid, that's what you got to learn to switch on. Do it. When I blow the whistle, change the man with the stick. Nice. Keep doing it. Check the stick out. I want to hear a bit of noise. I'm not scared. Give me some noise. That's what I want. Come on. Back up. God, yeah, fucking indignant. Empty hands as well. Get back up. Don't you dare stay down.
don't think I'm going to hold the stick though.
Get ready. I'll change the stick over.
Grab 'em by the fucking nuts, anything.
Nice. I want to hear it. Get it out. Get it out your soul.
Give me the stick, you twat.
Get up, boy. You're going to die. Get up, be indignant. Fight him. Chew him. Push me up again. I'm going to die. He's moving. Do you stay alive longer when you've got a bit of intensity behind it? Yeah? Your attitude is the weapon as much as the weapon is the weapon.
Pitiful.
But the thing is, you can't be shy. Because if you're shy training here, like I know some of you don't know each other, but you just got to understand that this is the dojo. This is the way. This is the place of the way where you're training. Yeah. So you got to put a bit. If you can't put a bit of spirit in here, you can't. You're not going to get spirit out there. You know, we're all friends here, but you've still got to have. Doesn't have to be violent. Doesn't have to be powerful. But the intensity. When you think, if you really think of what we're simulating here, is that. In a World War II context, you've just got these papers. You've been jumped by people that are going to turn you in, and you will be tortured until you are dead. And then thousands of people will be dead because you were incompetent. Yeah? You've got something. Claw hammer, 2x4, stick from the ground. If you don't win this fight, you will die horribly. Not nobly, horribly. And then you are going to have to fight like you're the third monkey going onto the ark. You know, you're going to have to put something into it. So in your training, in your practice, that makes you feel a bit silly and a bit Krav Maga, like stay back, blah, blah. So it makes you feel a bit of a knob. It makes a difference to your fighting spirit. You know, fuck up, fuck you. Like just the look in your eyes, the bearing of your body, all of this is important. Because if you can't switch that on in here, you can't switch it on in there. You need to be able to have a binary switch because you might be, if we talk a home invasion setting, yeah, a lot of people keep sticks and bats and blunts around their bed. Of course they do. The first you might know about your home being invaded is bang, doors kicked in, bang, bedroom door kicked in, scream because it's not your bedroom door, it's your daughter's bedroom door. You were just asleep dreaming. You got this. Yeah. If you don't have a plan to be able to switch yourself on, you know, feel the difference between chin down, you are on it. And that's the kind of intensity that the World War II training, you'll forget most of the techniques. But you really do need to be able to, if you're doing any martial art, any combatives, be able to go from nothing to everything really quick, really rapid. Because you ain't going to have the time to warm yourself up. It's not rounds. It's not, I'll have one warm-up round, see the range of my jab, and then I'll go to war. You got no warm-up rounds, you got no shadow boxing, you got no hand taping, you got no warm-up, you got no ceremonial bow, you got fuck all. Other than a millisecond to go, come on, you fucker! You've got to be on it. All of your body needs to be that weapon. 2 hands on the weapon means that it's harder for anyone to take this off me. If they do start to take it off me, I can still attack and still have 1 hand on the weapon. You know, I can flow between these techniques. I can be aggressive, but the main thing is to be indignant. If you come near me, you're going to eat something, or I'm going to eat you. That makes sense? If you come anywhere near, if you move towards me, if you step towards me, if you look at me funny, I'll spit in your face, bite your nose off. It sounds like all aggro Krav Maga. I don't mean it to. But you do need to be able to have, sometimes in your training, to practice being fucking evil. Like this fucking evil ignition that you have in your mind. If you can't have that, and you need time to work up to fucking evil, it's going to be really difficult for you. So I want you to have a go at that drill one more time. I'm going to shorten the rounds. And I just want you, imagine if you touch, if I had a taser now, if you let someone touch that stick, I'm going to tase you right in the ass. Like, I want you to be indignant, worried, afraid, angry with it. Make sense? Yeah. Switch yourself on. As soon as you pick up this stick, I want you to be ready. Look ready, feel ready, sound ready. Make sense? Yeah. Okay.